All right, so we're going to move on into chapter 2 or unit 2, which is going to deal with matter, changes the state of matter. We'll also talk about calculating some density in this chapter, as well as different types of mixtures. So there's quite a bit of information that's going to go into this chapter. So section 1 is going to be split up into 2 videos. Okay, the first one, this one is going to be over learning targets 1 through 4. So if you'll reference your learning target list, you can see what this one is going to be over, and then we will do 5 through 6 on tomorrow's video. All right, so it's a couple of key vocabulary terms. Again, you should be working on your virtual vocab journal. These are 2 of the ones that you will need. Atom is the smallest unit of an element that maintains the chemical properties of that element. A molecule is a group of atoms that are held together by chemical forces, the smallest unit of matter that can exist by itself and retain all of a substance's chemical properties. Another vocab term is pure substance. Pure substance is matter, either a single element or a single compound that has a fixed composition and definite properties. And again, you can pause this video as you need to be sure you get the definitions down. So what is matter? Okay, matter is anything that has mass and takes up space. And we put on here even air is matter. We do an activity in class. We talk about some examples of what's not matter, and then examples of what is matter. And it's kind of interesting to see where everybody's mindset is on what matter is and what matter isn't. So anything that takes up space is classified as matter. All right, so categories of matter, and this is what we're really going to focus on the rest of this presentation. Every sample of matter falls into one of these 3 categories, either an element, a compound, or a mixture. All right, so an element is made up of one type of atom. It cannot be broken down into simpler substances. This is a pure substance. Examples of elements are iron, gold, helium, etc. So if we look at the symbols on the periodic table, these are elements. A compound is 2 or more different elements, different types of atoms, joined by a chemical bond. It can only be separated by chemical means. This is also a pure substance, and examples are salt, water, etc. Okay, so any type of chemical formulas are going to be compounds. Mixtures is the last one. These are 2 or more substances that are not chemically joined. They are blended. They can be separated by physical means. These are not pure substances, and there are 2 types of mixtures. You have heterogeneous mixtures and homogeneous mixtures. So examples are sand and gas. Okay, so the big difference between compound and mixtures is if they're combined chemically or physically, or if they can be separated chemically or physically. And remember, when we talk about chemical or chemically combined or chemically separated, a chemical reaction has to occur. If we're going to separate a mixture that is put together physically, we can physically take that apart, whether we pick out, say, the different color M&Ms, we put them in the same color piles, or we filter something out using a coffee filter paper or anything like that. Those are physical means to separate a mixture. A compound has to be separated with a chemical reaction. So I would suggest pausing this video here, putting this chart or this table in your notes, if you are taking notes, to compare and contrast between the different types of matter and how we separate them. Okay, again, short video here, but I wanted to give you plenty of time to get this table in, write it in your notes, and focus on this table before we move on to heterogeneous and homogeneous mixtures in the next video. So if you have questions, let me know, and be sure you complete the form that goes with this video. Thank y'all.